All right. Welcome, everyone. Looks like we are live here. I believe. Yep. Okay, cool. Good to go. So, first off, welcome to our very first. Well, got my camera, my phone here monitoring the connection. There we go. So, welcome to the first YouTube channel review. If you're new, this channel is all about teaching you how to use your camera to make good videos. Before we get started, I'm working with a new setup here. I have my Sony a7S III hooked up now to the computer for the video, so we have some good 4K streaming. And I got one of my old condenser mics from when I used to do some video, or not video, but music recording. So let me know if you're getting a good picture, if the audio sounds fine, just so I can make sure if I need to make some adjustments throughout this. So, and I'm working with multiple screens here, so I'm still kind of learning all this, so should work with me a bit. But anyways, for the channel review, how this is going to work is, if you're new here, I put a pinned comment up at the top with the channel, or rather with my private Facebook group. So if you want to get your channel reviewed, then go to that and you can join my group, and then from there you'll be able to submit your channel for review. I already have a set amount that I'm doing today, but don't worry about that as far as oh, he's not going to look at my channel, so I'm just going to go. This stuff that I'm going to be looking at on these channels applies to everyone, and there's going to be different things we hit with each of these channels. So pay attention, and hopefully this will help you to be more, not profitable, but help you get your videos seen more. So we're going to get into that in just a minute. Also want to point out we're getting close to that 20,000 subscriber mark, about 18 and a half now. I made a video a little over a month ago about how I'm going to start doing gear giveaways every 10,000 subscribers, on the way up to, what do we say, 100,000 I believe. And the first thing at 20,000 is going to be this M50 and a Rode VideoMic Pro, the original one. I'm giving away some old gear, so that's about an $800 value there. If you're interested in that type of thing, I want to help people out, get you started on your road to filmmaking, depending on what you want to do. You can watch that other video. I'll leave a link to it as well later on, but we need to get to 20,000 subscribers first. And let me just show you something here real quick on analytics. You guys can help out with this. What is wrong with this? Here we go. Boom. Get rid of that. So look at this. I have subscribers who turned on all notifications, 14%, 2,700, and then all notifications and YouTube notifications. That's 1,700 subscribers who should be getting notified every time I put out a new video. However, videos are still only getting 1 to maybe 200 views a month, or not a month, when they first come out, the first day, which, if everyone got notified and at least clicked on it, that should be close to the 1 to 2,000 range. So if you guys want to help out with the channel growth so that we can get more, let's get rid of that, so that we can get more of those gear giveaways going, then if you get notified, or let me know if you're not getting notified as well, because I'd be interested to see how many people are actually getting notified. But hit that video when it first comes out, hit like, leave comments, watch all the way through, and that's going to help with the algorithm. And if you don't have anything to do at night or something, you have your computer on, you can throw on one of my playlists. It has 60 videos or so in that. You let it play through. All that watch time that builds up will help with the algorithm and help push those videos forward, which will bring more subscribers in, which means higher subscriber amount, which also means more gear giveaways that you have a higher chance of winning stuff. So with all that out of the way, go ahead, if you haven't already, hit that thumbs up on this video, leave some comments, let me know who you are, and towards the end I'm going to do some Q&A if you guys are interested, so leave some comments there. Once again, don't just post your channel there to try to get it reviewed. If you want to get reviewed, click on the link to my Facebook group. You can join, and then you'll have a chance to submit for yours. So without further ado, let's switch over to the other screen. There we go. So this is my Facebook group right here, and I'm just going to go down the list, and we're going to start with the first one. So we have Revu. Let's click on yours. So overall impressions when it first comes up. All right, you have a good banner. Got subscriber count, and a lot of people are asked, should I show my subscriber number? I would, because it's nothing to be ashamed of, and you see it grow, and it's just good. People might think you're trying to hide something if you don't. But that's good. You could have your picture up there like of your face or something. I mean, you have it in your profile picture, so I don't know. You don't really have to. Just something to think about. But as far as organization, so you have popular uploads. I like that to be first, just like you have, because those are going to be your videos that have the most views. So like here, 68,000 views, 24,000. So when people see this, if they land on your page, it's like, oh, a lot of people are watching his videos because they're seeing the most viewed videos. So that's a good thing. Then you have your regular uploads, so your newest ones show up there. Some playlists and vlogs. That's good for organization. We'll go over videos in a minute, see playlists. Playlists, good, you have a lot. Good thing, you want to make sure you have playlists and that each one of your videos goes into some kind of playlist. That way, if someone does get into one, then that leads to more watch time if they keep watching more of your videos. Especially if you have some type of series that's bingeable content, as you hear, that'll be helpful. So community, looks like you got some posts in here, so that's good. You don't have to make posts, but the more stuff you put out there, the more engagement you may get with your channel. For channels, nothing here. So you can put other channels in here, featured channels, that type of thing. I don't really think it's necessary. I mean, I really never go to other people's pages and look at that. So I don't know as far as the algorithm, if they see that, oh, if this person likes these or featuring them, then maybe their channels, their content's like it. I don't think it really matters. But we can get to about, let's see, so short description, where you are, what you do. Okay, that's good. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So I'm not, maybe like you'd want to take this section and combine it with this and make it a little more, I guess, condensed, because it's kind of like you're saying the same thing twice. And you can connect with me on Instagram and Twitter. Okay, you got those there. You could also say, and they're linked below in the links since you have all those down here. Got an email address, that's good. I don't know if the hashtags matter. I'll have to look more into that because I haven't added any with mine. But as you see here, the Facebook page, whatever link you put on here first is going to be what it links up here big. So you also have your Instagram and Twitter up there. So if there's a specific page you want people to go to engage more, like maybe you have a website, you'd want to make sure that one goes first so it's bigger up on your page. So real quick, let's look at overall for videos. So I don't really see a theme as far as thumbnails, because okay, thumbnails, titles, these are one of the biggest things, because you can make the best video in the world if you don't know how to title it right or get a thumbnail that catches someone's attention or is confusing, then people aren't going to click on it. So you got to get them to click before anything else. So there's not really a theme going on. The biggest one that jumps out is this microphone right here to me because it's big. So I think the main thing you want to think about here is keep it simple. And let's take an example. Like here, this one right here, it's, well, I touch on it, it goes away. But when I see that, I think the first thing that comes to my attention is the box on the left, and I didn't even notice the food there in the middle. So I would think maybe having some kind of white background on a table or something, taking a picture of it close with some space on the other side so that you can have big text there and then show what you're making, type of thing. And same like with this, with the microphone, that's pretty good, except I would maybe put the text up on the right instead. Like this iPhone one, that's not bad, except maybe make the text a little bigger, because remember, people are seeing these just like this. I mean, this is pretty small, but on a small phone or something like that. So the more simple you can make it, the better. And if you can find a way to make your thumbnails more consistent, that is good as well. For example, let's see, about a year ago, I had a friend help me with text because I was no good. Like you can see in this one here, the type of text I use something different here. Nothing was really that consistent. He showed me some ways to make stuff stand out. So if you see all these more recent ones from last year, I tried to make very standardized, have different colors to catch your attention. I had big words, tried not to do too many words, and you don't want to have the exact same words that are in your title as well. So you want it to go along with your title but not be the same thing. So something that gets your attention, but when you see it, you know exactly what it is so that you can go on. Like some of these are some of these old ones are kind of busy. But anyways, we're not here for me, we're here for you guys. So, and then I'm going to click on just one of your videos here, Let's click on microphone. And sorry guys, I'm not going to be watching all the way through the videos, obviously, because I'm just looking at some SEO stuff here for you, because you know, we're not going to sit here and watch everyone's videos, so it will hurt the watch time a little bit. I'll hit the like button though. So lavalier microphone explained, how to use a lavalier mic. So that's not a bad title. I would have to go in more to do some research to see how to best optimize that. And if you don't know what I mean by that, another way, join the Facebook group. I do SEO lessons on different people's videos to show how to better optimize it. But with TubeBuddy here, so you can see all these tags. Lavalier mic, how to use a mic. You can see this is ranked 29th in search, but these are the type of things that you have to research and get correct in order to help your video do better. And part of it does have to do with the amount of subscribers you have and all that, but my biggest performing video was my memory card one, which was my 5th video. It has almost 400,000 views now, and it's because I learned how to do that stuff right, and it worked out. So, I mean, that's not bad really. So keep doing what you're doing with titles. At least I would just work on thumbnails a little bit, with try to make them more simple, really show big what the video is about. You know, if whether it's a product like the microphone, whether it's the food, you know, have it in one part of the screen, and then have text big next to it so that it's easy to see, people know what it is. Cool, so done there. Let's move on to the next one, Alice. So we have, excuse me, and I'm guessing, can everyone hear fine? Got sound, looks like it. Cool. In the chat, I'm going to go back through the chat in a little bit, everyone, after we go through some channels and answer questions and all that. So I'm going to get to that, but right now I want to focus on what we're doing. Excuse me. So anyways, Boundless Drone Services, we got 16 subscribers. How long has the channel been around? September 2020, so relatively new. So as we, good banner there, good quality. I like, can't really make out so much what your what's it called, your profile picture is so much. Like the text, I don't know, maybe I would think try to make, I'm sorry, I probably shouldn't be drinking a carbonated drink, it's making me have to burp, but maybe make your profile picture bigger, because I can't really tell what it is. I mean, since I can see the banner picture there, I know that it's looks like the goggles there, but excuse me, with you know, if someone hasn't clicked on your page and they just see one of your videos and that little profile pictures next to it, you can't really tell what it is, so it doesn't really stand out as far as who you are. So maybe a bigger picture of a drone, or even you, your face, whatever you're comfortable with. So we have some just uploads there, so I'm guessing not as many videos. That's why we don't have as much organization as far as playlists and all that stuff, so we'll come back to that. Yeah, it does look like you're putting everything in playlists, so that's good. Get people there watching. Channels, like I said before, that's not really that big a deal unless you just want to. Discussion, so you know, you can post things here, try to start conversations. It's a little bit harder starting out, obviously, because you don't have as many people on watching your channel, but that can be more useful as you continue. About, so providing drone services adaptable to your needs. So I would definitely expand upon this, tell more about what you do, maybe where you're located, if you're looking for clients, how they can reach you, that type of stuff. Obviously, you have a business email here, but if you have Instagram or Twitter or any of those other things, I would highly suggest putting those links here, especially if you have like an Instagram where you're posting different drone shots and stuff like that to show that people can see more easily. Then that'll pop up right here so that, you know, people can go there and subscribe to you there. So getting to the videos, let's see. Just looking at all the thumbnails. Like, I like this house one, except I think if maybe you made the picture expand a little bit and move the house down to the left, and then where all the green grass is, you could put text there. And I don't know, maybe find a way to condense that question a little better. Like, I don't know, it's kind of hard to thinking on the spot, but you know, come up with something so it's fewer words that someone can read really quick. But with the white being on top of the White House, like the can is kind of hard to read, and whatever text that is up in the top left, I can't even tell what that is. And then this sandboarding one, that's pretty cool, except I can't really see the people. I would maybe have that text up straight across and then zoom in a little further so that you can actually see the people. Maybe even put a little highlight around them, like an outer glow. I don't know if you have experience with Photoshop, but I do that a lot. Whatever I want to stand out, I put a little white outer glow or a different color depending on what the background is. And like this Disney area house, I like how that is. That's kind of what I meant with the other house, how you have that's really big, stands out there, but also the Disney area house, it's black and kind of hard to see. So maybe make the text a little bit bigger, move it to the right and up, and then put an outer glow or an outline around it so that it makes the text stand out, because I can see it, but it's just not that appealing. And like this one here with the small text over top, I can't really tell what any of that says, and even the text in the middle is kind of small. So just really think about someone who hasn't seen your video yet, because we don't know anything about what this video's about or necessarily who you are. So you're going into it thinking, oh, well, my video's about this, so this picture looks cool for it, but I don't really know commercial video for VR memory. I don't really know what this is about and what that's going to show me. And same thing here with this Baldwin Park area. I would put some kind of outline around the text since it's white on pretty much a white background, so it stands out more. So let's click on a video real quick. Let's see one that has some of your most views. Click on this one. So wedding video, I've done plenty of these. It's obviously, actually I'm going to go to a different one because it's hard to title these ones because it is a video for someone. So it's not like you can really be super creative with the title. Now I can't go back. Hold on. Okay. Let me move this out of the way real quick. Get my face out of the way. There we go. Can't see it because my face was in the way. Alright, I'm going to move that down a little bit there. There we go. So, I'm going to get the sandboarding one. But with the weddings, you can't be too creative with the title because it's for someone and you want them to see. Go ahead and hit the like button. If you take the time to watch anyone's video, I'd just hit the like button, even if you don't necessarily like it, because, hey, you want to help people out. I mean, you're doing YouTube, you want people to watch yours, so it doesn't take anything to like the video. Unless it really is just terrible, then yeah, go ahead and don't like it, or even dislike it. Even disliking it helps. So, travel video, Utah, sandboarding, and coral pink sand dunes. So, when it comes to titles, you want to be super specific. Like travel video, super vague, so it's not really gonna rank for you. And then Utah, same thing. Like if you want that in there, I would try to combine it somehow in the sandboarding and coral sand dunes. And then 4K drone footage, it's kind of vague as well. So let's see for tags. So you have no video tags at all. Once again, it would take not a lot. I can get through it pretty quick in like 10-15 minutes per video now, but doing keyword research is what will really help get your video seen, because when you do that and then you put all those keywords that you would put in the tags, you add them into a little paragraph talking about your video in this, then that'll really make a difference. Just to show you, for example, real quick, since you don't have any at all. Do this, beginner cameras. So you see here all my tags, best cameras for filmmaking 2021. You see all these different ones that are ranking. And then when you go into here, I have a paragraph in every video that I put. It sounds kind of goofy sometimes, but I'm just trying to find ways to put all of those keywords into the description, because that's what YouTube used to say, okay, this is what this video is about, so we're going to try to show these people that like that type of video. So you really have to be specific, take the time to do that, and it is a pain until you get good at it, but if you're going to put all the work in to make the video, then you might as well put in that work to help get it seen, because if no one sees it, then, what's the point? So, There you go for keyword research. Once again, you're already in the Facebook group, so just watch out for those videos so you can see how to better do that when I do examples of other people's. So I think that's good for that. Covered some stuff that can be done for that channel. Let's go to Chris. Make sure I didn't skip. Yep. Read work. So I'm guessing music. Okay, so we got a video here. This is good. I actually don't have this on my current channel. If you pull this up, I don't have a video like that, but on my new one, I did put one on there because it is, well, I don't know why it didn't show up. But anyways, I do have one on that channel, so it's good when you first pull, if someone comes to your channel, if you have a video especially that's performing really well, like this one has over 500 views, then put that on there for more people to see if they maybe saw a different one and came to your page. So then we have popular uploads. Good, once again, have that so people see the ones that have a lot of views, and that's good. Then uploads, I like that. Created playlists. And something I would suggest doing if you guys haven't heard of it yet is YouTube Shorts. I have some videos on aspect ratios for doing that, but that can really drive up views with how they're trying to compete with TikTok and all that stuff right now. So if you have some kind of interesting way to make a short in a vertical format under 60 seconds, I would suggest doing that and starting a new, what's it called? A new section down here that you can put that in, because it's been working well for my new channel and driving a lot of subscribers. So have that. Organization is good. Let's check playlists. Okay, so we got a couple. So if someone gets in there, especially, it's good with music too, because if someone likes the type of music that's in this and then you have a playlist with all that stuff, then it's one of those things where it's the bingeable content. Maybe they're not even watching, but they're listening in the car or have it on in the house or whatever. So that's good to have, especially this type of channel. See lots of all your subscriptions. So once again, you know, if somebody comes here, maybe they'll find someone else, but at the same time, I don't know if it's necessary, but it obviously doesn't hurt to have stuff on every page. So discussion, looks like you got a little bit here, so that's good. You can do some interaction with your audience. About video production company. Okay, so you have a little bit in there. Once again, I would suggest adding a little bit more, telling what you're about, because people just like to know about you. From Germany, that's cool. And if you have, once again, if you have Instagram, Facebook pages, anything else like that, put all those links in here, because the more links you have coming to your channel, the better. So, and like we said here, see the first, or the only one, which is also the first, that he has is for his website. So you got that there, and then if you had Instagram or Facebook, it would pop up small next to it. So no issues there. Everything looks pretty good. Just look at a couple videos here. Obviously with music, I mean, titling it is pretty simple, but at the same time it can be difficult, because if someone's doing Santa Claus is Coming to Town, everyone's going to have that in the title. So you got to think of a way, how am I going to make this stand out among everyone else's? And something that always helps is doing tutorials. So say maybe you did a, what's it called? A how-to play Santa Claus is Coming to Town. After you did this, and you have that video linking to this one, so then maybe someone wants to learn how to play it, and then they see your video and learn how to play it, and then they watch your other video and they kind of play off of each other. So just an idea there of the type of content you can do to help out with what you already have. So just looking at some of the thumbnails here. That one looks pretty cool. This one, once again, with all of this in the title, it's kind of hard to read, or just to really take it all in. If you just see that, it's going to look cluttered, and I would feel like someone would probably not watch it. Maybe, since this isn't taking up the whole thing, have the picture moved over to the side and then the text down the other side. And like this, Bourbon Street Parade, United States Army, Europe. I mean, it's good you have people in there. I can't tell if it looks like they're two pictures put together, but I mean, it can be hard, obviously, thinking of what's going to make these stand out and what's going to make people see them. But just a good test to think of, like pulling up this picture small on my computer and looking over it and thinking, okay, would I click on this if I saw it? Like I did this with a lot of my music videos where it's just a picture of me and even some text over it. None of them really got any views. So taking pictures specifically for your videos is important, and thinking, maybe even just a professional looking picture of you holding a saxophone or whatever instrument you're going to be using, and having some good text. And it's really figuring out those titles. Like for here, Oh Holy Night, there's probably 1,000,000 Oh Holy Nights uploaded to YouTube. So let's look at, see, like no tags. So you got to figure out a way to really niche this title down to get people interested in it. Like, Army band plays Oh Holy Night in the streets of wherever this was. So then, or street or inside, wherever. But when that happens, then it's like, okay, well, it's in this place. So if people search that term, maybe this video will come out. Or, outside, or whatever famous place this may be. So once again, in the videos I have on my Facebook group where I haven't done one in about a month, but I'm going to get back into doing that. Make sure that you are really focusing on the keyword research and getting that type of stuff done as well, because that will make a huge difference on your videos. So how-tos for that. Something I wanted to bring up as well for the other channel I didn't think about. As far as the drone stuff, thinking of the type of content you can do. Like this is commercial video. So do some how-to videos, because one of the best ways to get your videos out there initially, it's good you have all these so you can show what you can do, but also have some how to do drone footage, how to do drone footage of a house, Orlando real estate, specific stuff like that. Because when people want to learn how to do it, they see it, but then they also go watch your other videos you can show that you actually know what you're doing because you have good stuff. So if you can think of any how-to type of thing to work in with your videos or to work in conjunction with them, that will help a lot. Cool. So next we have Cooking with Flow. Let's see what we got. Okay, we have a good banner once again. All right, easy recipes, silly jokes, inspiration, cooking on budget, entertainment. Maybe if you just said budget cooking, I don't know. Cooking on budget. Either way, I always like to try to just find ways, less is more. The fewer words, the better. 2 videos every week so people know what to expect. Just make sure you deliver on it. And don't set unnecessary expectations on yourself as well, because, yeah, you want to provide for your subscribers, but at the same time, you don't owe anyone a certain amount of videos every week. You just make sure you make good stuff. So, home. I don't know why I didn't come to home. So, alright, we got a video to show when you first come up, so that's good. Once again, uploads, and that's it. So I would definitely suggest going in to customize this section, putting popular uploads first, so your most viewed videos will be there. So if someone comes to your channel after watching one, they'll see all your other most viewed videos, and put that there. And then also at least have the popular uploads, and then some kind of playlists listed under that, so you can get maximum engagement from your homepage. We'll come back to videos in a minute. So you do have some playlists, so I would definitely add those, like I said. Channels, if there's other channels you like, once again, you can feature them, but it's not necessary. Discussion, once again, it's hard when you don't have as many people, so few words. Okay, so that's good. Short description about you, email address, Instagram, that's good, which I see up here in the link. So once again, if you have any other groups, a Facebook page, the more links you have linking to your page, the better, where you can not just where people can go to those from here, but if you have a Facebook page, even if no one's really on it, you can still share your video to that page, and YouTube just sees that as more links leading into their website, which is helpful. All right, videos. So I like this. That catches my eye. A big sandwich that looks good. I would maybe work on the text a little bit, just so that I don't know if this person, if that's a certain type of text that's in their name, but just make sure it's, I would try to make it as big as I can and a little bit clearer with uh, consistent text in the whole thing. Like this one, I was saying before, less is better. Like this is good, but all these are really small words. Like I can't even read really what that top right one is. You definitely want them to be bigger. So I don't know if there's. It's hard with thumbnails, man. I mean, figuring out a way to. Just off the top of my head, I mean, I would have to play with it for a while. I have a hard time with my thumbnails too, but just really making it stand out because this one just looks really busy and it's hard to tell what exactly it is if I'm scrolling through. Like this one's cool, I like that. This one's good. That's a typical YouTube type of thing. That the egg one's cool because you can obviously see what that is. Like I see a bunch of types of eggs, and then I look at the title, and that's good. So sometimes having a collage like this is good, but you have, and we can tell what it is because there are a bunch of different types of eggs, and the title explains it. But like with this one, maybe just having low calorie meals across the bottom or something like that, and then showing some stuff like that. Um, Bread loaf. I like these. You've got the food big and then some simple text. Those are all good. So not bad. I like these. You've got a theme going here. So let's just check on one of these. Try this out. So let's see. Popeye's chicken sandwich inspired from Joshua Wiseman. I tested this recipe. So the first thing I would think of, I'm assuming this is you making it since it's a cooking channel. So I would put something like how to make a Popeye's chicken sandwich inspired from Joshua Wiseman. So that way people searching might think like, man, I really like Popeye's chicken, especially now. I haven't been able to go out and do that stuff. So I want to know how to make it. So then they go in and look it up, and then your video comes up. So you have a bunch of good tags: chicken sandwich, fried chicken sandwich. But stuff like this, like chicken, Popeyes, I wouldn't even put that kind of stuff in there because it's just a waste of space. You're not going to rank for something for that generic of a term. Because you think about chicken, that could be people buying chickens, people cooking chicken, people selling chicken, just anything that has to do with chicken. It's just super vague. The same with Popeyes. So the more niche down you can get, and the more in depth, the better. So having a long title, like I said, how to make a Popeye's chicken sandwich, then you put the same thing down here in the tags, how to make a Popeye's chicken sandwich, and then the same thing here. I wouldn't worry about putting this in all your videos since it's in the about section, but you want to put all your tags in this section in some kind of paragraph form. I mean, you can't have this, obviously, it doesn't hurt, but if you're going to have text, I would make sure to have your tags in there. So once again, look for ways. Obviously, you're already showing people how to make stuff, but just think about how you can, instead of just saying homemade mayonnaise recipe, try to add things like how to make, like this, how to make the best croquet monsieur sandwich. But overall, I mean, it looks pretty good. It is hard to stand out with cooking stuff. One of the things you can do that's helpful that I've been doing in mine is to look at someone else's channel who's really popular and not necessarily copy their video, but do something very similar, have their name in your title, because that can drive a lot more views to them, and even have their picture in your thumbnail type of stuff. It's people that are interested in that you think will be interested in yours, then guess what? That's gonna lead to you getting more subscribers. But I think it's pretty good layout overall. Just thumbnails. Once again, everyone has to work on thumbnails and think about. I always go to with whatever I'm doing and look at what the thumbnails already are that are there, and then try to do a better job than those people did. Think of a way. How can I do one that's different from theirs? Because usually the first thing that comes to my mind for a thumbnail is what everyone else is already doing. So I like to check everyone else's before I even get started on it. And try not to do your thumbnails as a last thought. Like, think about what you can do before you even make your video. So nice work there. Let's go to Eric Cameron. Let's see. Just for everyone who's maybe new here, I'm going to be get into the chat in a little bit once I get through these last couple videos and answer any questions or anything. So just keep your questions coming there, and I will be over there in a little bit. So, Eric Cameron. Tips, tutorials, and reviews for all skill levels. Cool. So that's good. I like how this is simple. It has your name, what it's about, but as far as tips, tutorials, and reviews for all skill levels, my question is tips, tutorials, and reviews of what? So I would be a little more specific with that. I'm guessing, is it filmmaking? Focus, DJI Mini, things in your camera bag. So whether it's filmmaking or photography or whatever, I would add that to the title here, like photo or video tips, tutorials, and reviews, just so it's more, not accurate, but more better descriptive of what you're actually doing. Cool. So we got a fewer amount of subscribers. Oops, wrong one. Here we go. October 2017. So once again, especially when you don't have a lot of videos starting out, whatever your most viewed video is, I would put that as the feature video on the front here. You just go into, pull this up on here, customize channel here, and when you do that, that's going to come into here, but you get channel trailer for people who haven't subscribed, featured video for returning subscribers, popular uploads, and I have playlists listed all down here, shorts, featured channels, all that good stuff. So just make sure, it always helps when you have more stuff there instead of this one line of videos. So I would have a featured one with your most viewed video, popular uploads, regular uploads, some playlists, that type of thing. So do we have any playlists? Yeah, so you have a lot of playlists. That's something you can easily add there. And you can put which playlist you want to. You don't have to automatically add all your playlists. Channels, once again, don't have to do this, but it can't hurt if you do. So discussion, you can always post questions here for your subscribers, like you have someone there. Something to keep in mind, guys, for growth. I don't know if you've noticed in my videos, but I try to answer every single question I get. And I've had thousands and thousands and thousands. So whenever anything like this pops up, obviously this is yours. Looks like Evan Cameron, or yeah, so obviously that's not you. That's, I'm guessing, some family member, but respond to it. And whenever you do have a comment, try asking a question in your response so that they respond again and you start a conversation, because every engagement you have on your video is helpful. And YouTube sees that as people, oh, they like this, they're engaging with it. About, okay, so helping you grow photo and video skills so you can be more confident. Okay, so maybe photo and video tips, tutorials, and reviews for all skill levels, something like that. Just so people know by seeing that what exactly you're talking about. And I would probably as well capitalize the beginning of each of these letters or words. So you got business, Instagram, cool. So that's good the way that's laid out. So how long have you been posting videos? 8 months, 8 months, 7 months, 6 months, 2 months. So it looks like more consistently just since December is what you've started doing, so that's good. Looks like you got a bunch of shorts videos going, and looks like that has more views than your regular ones, so that's expected. So as far as thumbnails, even for shorts, I try to make my own thumbnails. If it does get put up on the short shelf, they're going to pick one for you, which is fine, but I want my audience to know that this is a short and not one of my regular videos. So the way I've decided to do it is I put a short symbol and a hashtag shorts on the thumbnail, excuse me, that's soda, and then I put a few words on the left side, and then I have a vertical picture, so it's black on both sides with my picture, so it's really obvious it's a short, and it says short so that people don't think it's one of my regular videos. But when you have like DJI Mini 2, Mini Beast, that's actually a pretty cool picture. I might put a little outline around it, like I was saying before, just so it stands out a little bit, because with all the orange and the orange text, like I can't really tell what that is underneath the drone or what this text is there. Let's click on that one. give it a like. Let's see. So DJI Mini 2 sample footage. Super vague. Chances are it's not going to get seen by a lot of people because, like I said, especially when it first comes out, everyone's making reviews. The top YouTubers are going to be, their videos are going to be out there with everyone watching them. So you got to think of, how can I title this that's going to be different from everyone else and get it seen from someone who doesn't have a lot of subscribers? So DJI Mini 2 sample footage, like these things, DJI Mini 2 drone, DJI Mini 4K, those are just a waste of your space on video tags because you are not going to rank for it all. So just for an example, I'm going to put in 4K or DJI Mini and see what pops up on YouTube. So if I type in 4K, it's super vague. A 4K movie trailer. See all the stuff that pops up. Chances are you're not going to rank for that at all because it's going to be these things with 20 million views, 9 million views. So that's just a waste of your space. And same thing with just putting DJI. Chances are DJI's own channel is what's going to pop up, and that's what we see here, all DJI. So you got to think of ways I can title this, and that's part of learning how to use the search, learning how to optimize stuff using vidIQ so that you can rank better. So once again, all y'all are in my group, so I've done some videos on this stuff, but you really need to learn this part because it's what's going to get your video seen. It's not fun. You think, I want to make videos, I want to be creative, but if people don't see them, then you're pretty much wasting your time. So, you just got to find ways to make it stand out. Like I said, how to use the new DJI Mini 2, something like that. Or if you've got the old one, differences from the DJI Mini. Those types of things. You just got to find ways to be different from everyone else. And like this one, that thumbnail, not sure what's going on. I would maybe, it's cool how you have that line there, but I would put all that text over in the red part and not coming out to where you are. There's a lot of words there, so I would, like the Focus Live app review, I would just take that part off completely, and the fewer words the better, because I probably, seeing that, if I was scrolling through, it looks amateur, to be frank. I'm sorry. Like this camera bag one looks a lot better. Even that one, I think you could condense some words and make it a little cleaner, but this one just looks like a screenshot that someone just starting would do, whereas you have these other ones that look like that. Camera bag one, this iPhone one looks pretty cool. Just really make sure, like I said, take a small version of it and just kind of look at it and think, oh, does that get my attention? Would I click on that? And if you wouldn't, then no one else probably will too, especially if no one knows who you are. So, obviously you're already doing a how-to channel, so putting those types of words, how-to, those things in there is going to help out a lot. So let's move on to the last one, then we'll get on to some questions. So we have Nico here. Do we have someone else that added? I'll get to yours next time, buddy. Because all I did was these ones for this time. So 182 subscribers. We've got a video here starting out. So Visions of Nico. Okay, that looks kind of cool, but it doesn't really tell me what your channel's about at all. If this is just you making videos, vlogs, something like that, I'm not sure. So I don't know, maybe have a picture of you up there or something, or holding a camera, or I don't know, something like that. And it is a little harder to read. I don't know if that's your own drawn text or what, but maybe make it a little cleaner so it's easier to read. So we got that video. I would switch these around so popular uploads is up front. So if someone's here, they see something with 1,000 views rather than 20 views. And that looks like that's all you have. So I would, again, add some playlists under that. Do we have playlists? So you have no playlists, so definitely, you have how many videos? Put all these in various playlists depending on what makes sense for them, because you get people in that, they keep watching, that's good for your channel. You can put some featured channels, doesn't matter. Discussion, yeah, we talked about that on other channels. So about photographer, videographer, athlete. So you definitely want to add more stuff here and think about, okay, how can I add the athlete version and work that in with the photographer and videographer, because that's what can make me stand out from other people, because that's different than someone just with a camera. So you got the email there, that's good. I would definitely make this description longer, tell more about yourself and what kind of things you do. So Instagram, if that's where you want people to go first, then good, you got that in there. A Facebook page, Facebook profile, you have lots of links leading to your channel. That's good, got subscribers showing. So let's look at the videos. Okay, so first thing I see is, this is, I mean, some consistency here with these last two as far as you have a color outside of it in a smaller picture. The only problem with that is that it makes it really small, and I'm not sure what I'm looking at, especially the text. I can't read that at all. A film. Basically, if you're having to get in real close to read it, probably people are just scrolling by if it even shows up. So you want to, once again, make sure it's something that's going to get people's attention, or else they're not going to click. Like, it looks like most of these are just screenshots taken from your video, so you really want to think about what kind of picture can I take, not just get a screenshot, but what can I take as a picture that will get people's attention, because that is what is going to stand out, and it's going to be a lot better quality. And plan out your thumbnail ahead of time, because if no one clicks on your video, it doesn't matter how good it is, it's not going to get seen. And then that leads me to the titles. So I can tell you right now, the titles are really bad. Like My Zone, Jack and Irwin, color grade practice. So let's just click on this for an example. Once again, I'm going to give you a like. It doesn't cost anything. And I would stick, it's just this, I mean, I'm not doing video reviews right now, but just the first thing I see when this pops up is I would just skip this type of stuff, because especially if people don't know who you are, they're not going to care about any of this. You need to get people's attention in that first 5 to 10 seconds, or they're gone. And doing that kind of stuff isn't going to help. So My Zone, I have absolutely no idea what this video is about. And tags, so this is the type of thing I'm talking about with tags. Film, vlogs, Sam, Colt Jr., Justin, tutorials. Those are so extremely vague that you will rank for nothing. Your video is not going to get seen by anyone unless they're probably already subscribed to you or you share it to them. So I don't know what this video is about, so I can't really help out with suggestions there. But if, say for instance this one, color grade practice. That's cool. So you're showing examples of color grade, or that was really short. Okay, so I mean, this is a super short video anyway, so it's, I would probably, if I was going to do this, show lots of examples of different color grades. Title it is how I color grade, I don't know, how to color grade in whatever you used, whatever software, and then show how you did some things to make it look from one to the other, because I didn't realize that was only a 3-second video. The same thing, these video tags looks like you've been copying and pasting all the same. You want to teach people something and be entertaining. Most people come to YouTube because it's the biggest search engine after Google, and it's owned by Google. So if you can rank for stuff, that's how you're going to get seen. If you teach people stuff, they're usually searching for stuff they want to know. So you really got to find ways to get people to click by, let me find a longer one here. I didn't realize these were so short. I like Me Better. I'll click on that one. Cinematic video portrait. So I'm not sure what that means by cinematic video portrait. I like at least how you start like this on here. I don't know if this is maybe a music video for collabs. So it's good you have your links to your stuff there. Once again, yeah, you have all the same tags. So if, let's see, when you're doing your own videos as far as your own creative type things, it's harder too to get noticed because people don't know who you are. And when you have titles for things like this, I don't really know what it's about. So you got to think of a way to do your title, but then do something after that that has to do with something else. Like, I don't know, I Like Me Better, and then like cinematic video with, I don't know, color grading in this program or something like that. So at least maybe someone will see that, oh, he color graded this with this program, or like how I use whatever software, how I use Final Cut Pro to color grade, and they're like, oh, if they see that, and they might watch the video just to see how you color graded it, and then be like, hey, how'd you do this? Well, now you have a question you can answer. You can make a video on how to color grade the way you did, and then that video can lead to this one, and that's the whole idea. You answer people's questions, get different videos to lead to each other, and create content that will keep people engaged and keep them watching your stuff. So I think that is all the channels there. I will be doing another one of these in the future. So let's go now back to here, main camera, and we'll move over to the chat and answer some questions. So if you guys have questions on anything we talked about now, I'm going to start going through from the top and answer things. And if you have other questions, then I'll get down to that. So I got Cooking with Flo. Hi, hey man. How I'm doing good. I'm still alive. I love you. Please check my channel. Like I said, I'm not doing any other reviews of people's channels right now, but if you do want it, click on my Facebook group link that's up at the top of the description. It's pinned at the top, and I'm going to get to that once I'm done with this video, and I'll add any new people who want to be part of it. Join the Facebook page. Okay, cool. I will get to that. Okay, let's see. What else? A few minutes. Hey, Paint for Tech. Once again, if you want to have your channel featured, join the Facebook group, and that's the best way to get picked for one. You can only hear the audio in your left headphone. Okay, that's good to know. I see on here, yeah, only one channel's going. Thanks for that. I'll have to check on that, why it's only going to one channel. Facebook group, got that. Facebook group, cool. How do you do keyword research to have a paranormal channel? So for keyword research, you got to basically, I use vidIQ, and it's going through and seeing what people are searching for on YouTube. For example, if I was to just click on how we were talking about with YouTube, if I was just to type in paranormal, what are the things that pop up? Paranormal story time, paranormal survivor, paranormal activity trailer. So a lot of it's with that movie. So you're seeing what are people searching for, and then you're thinking, how can I tie that in with the video that I'm making, or the video I've already made, or a video idea that I have in the future. So that's the basis of it, and then you go in. If you find other channels that have something with a lot of views, 150,000 views, something like that. If you have vidIQ installed, you can come down. They actually don't have good tags either. So maybe she just has a lot of subscribers. Yeah, so her videos get more views. But the good thing when you see stuff like this is if it does have good tags that are ranking, then you can use those same ones if it makes sense. And if they don't, hey, this could be a title or a video idea that does really well, and if I get better keywords for that, then guess what? I will be able to rank even better and possibly rank better than that person. So let's see, what else do we have? Oh, do we need to post something in the Facebook group to get a review? I make announcements in the group of when I'm doing different things, and when I do, that's when you can post your channel and type of stuff in there. Shavam, I can review yours. Just join the group, and when I put a post, you'll be able to add yours for consideration. Let's see. Can you review mine? Yeah. Chat. Doing good. Do I have Discord? I don't know what that is. Level Up Gaming. Hey, just so you know, once again, I have a Facebook group linked at the top of the description or at the top of the live chat, so you can click on that link. You can join my private Facebook group, and when I make a post saying, hey, who's interested in getting a channel review, I will add you to that. How do you see other channels' keywords? That's using vidIQ, which is the main right here. Is it not on here? Sorry. Working on multiple screens here. vidIQ. So I have the free version, and when you do that, it shows, let's see, when you click on someone's video, for example, I don't want to click on mine. Let's click on this. So when you do that, you can see other people's keywords, their tags, and you can see which ones ranked well. So all these ones aren't really doing anything for them, but all these ones are ranking really well. The other thing I use is Keywords Everywhere, and that is what pops up all the things here with the ranking. So for example, if I put best SD card for 4K video, you can see that has 880 searches a month. This has 40. It shows what people are actually searching for and what the volume of that is. So if I was to click on that, chances are one of them is going to be mine right there, or a lot of them because I've made a lot. But that's because if you click on mine to look, I don't know why closed captioning's on. Let's come down here. See all these tags? I've got number 1, number 2, number 3, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2. So there you go. That's keyword research. This was my 5th video, and it's the first one that really started to take off for me. Not right away, but after about 6 months, and then just has been growing and bringing in lots of viewers and everything. Yeah, I got you. I hear you say you can only hear in one channel. Something with my mic, it's only going through one channel for some reason, so just use one headphone for now. Check, check. Let me know if you can hear. Hello. Give it a second because there's a bit of a lag. So anything else here? I'll work on the audio. Once again, I'm working on a new setup here. With the camera, with this mic, I might try a different mic next time because I haven't pulled this gear out in forever. But once again, if you want to get featured on another one of these, I have a link at the top of the live chat for my private Facebook group. Click on that. I'm going to go over there right after this video is finished and add any new folks that want to get to it, and we will do that. Let's see. Keywords go in your description. Yes, so all the keywords, all the tags you come up with, I take all those and I put them in the description as well. You can't just put them as they are in the tags because that's against YouTube's terms of service as far as just putting tons of keywords in your description, but you do some kind of paragraph that has all those all those intertwined with it, so that you actually have something that makes sense but has all those keywords in it, because that helps out with finding your video. And just give me a thumbs up if you are hearing me. I hear people saying only one channel, and I see what that's showing on here now. I'm not sure why. I gotta work on that in a little bit, but see properties. Yeah, I'll have to work on that later for next time. But yeah, so that's with keywords. But anyways, once again, if you are subscribed, hit the bell button if you haven't, and if you do, if a new video comes up, then please, thanks, cool, I got you, you're hearing, good. If you do hit the bell, whenever new videos come up, just click on the video, hit the like button, leave a comment, let us know, because that's what's going to make the channel grow. And once again, if you're interested in that free gear, we're probably at the current growth rate about a month and a half away from hitting 20,000 subscribers, but it can happen a lot quicker with your help by watching videos, letting playlists run, watching all the way through, all that good stuff, liking, commenting as soon as things come out, and you will help out the channel greatly. Put the hashtags are displayed over the video title. How do you decide which ones to put there? Yeah, you can put 3 hashtags. If you put a, what's that word? If you put a location, that'll trump the hashtags and they won't show up. But I always put at the very end of a description. Let me see, I can pull one up here. Oh, look, there's me. Let's go to Studio, and I will pull up one of my videos. For example, we'll do this one. So, if you look here, I have, where are the tags? Did I pass them? There we go. I have all my tags there that have to do with best cameras, under certain amounts, different types of cameras. So when you look at here, I have all that stuff in this paragraph. And I always put the hashtags at the end. You can do up to 3 that show up under the video. And yeah, the most relevant things. So I talked about Sony cameras. I always put my name as one of them, and then Canon cameras. And like here, if you type in the best cameras, that's still really vague. I'll just show you an example here real quick. Best camera for YouTube. Even that, so 33,000, you're gonna get lost in that search. Even if you put best camera for filmmaking, 18,000, so there's a ton. So going in and really getting that niche down so that if when someone's searching for a specific thing, your video is the one that comes up. So look, the best camera for filmmaking, 320 a month. So less search volume. You might think, well, I'm not going to get as many views, but what happens is these keywords, we said best cameras that had like 18,000 views in them. What happens is you start ranking for these things that are smaller, then your video gets views, people like it, you get, you get engagement, and then your video starts ranking for those other keywords that have the huge search volume, and then it's kind of like thinking about it moving up the ladder towards the better keywords. So if you can really be specific with your video titles and help YouTube figure out who they need to show it to, then it actually gets seen, and then it'll start ranking better. And that's what, like this, I basically remade the video. I tested a bunch of new cameras. I made this best cameras for 2020, which I did one in 2018 that started doing well a year later. So I made this one. It was my best performing video last year, so I redid it for this year, and it's already starting to take off again. Because the other good thing is, once you already rank for something, if you make another video on the same type of thing, what's going to happen is that new video is going to automatically start getting more views quicker, because the algorithm thinks, oh, well, this person, it's the type of stuff that people like to see from them, so it does better already. Thank you for all this, no problem. So if you add location, it's always going to trump the hashtag. So leave the location out if you want the hashtags to show up, because location, the hashtags give you more things to link to over locations. But I think I'm going to wrap it up there, guys. Thanks again for coming here. If you do want to be featured in another one of these, then just click on the link, join the group. And thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Also, if you haven't hit the like, go ahead and do it once, like I was saying, it doesn't cost you anything and it helps out whoever you're watching. Leave comments, leave likes, subscribe if you're new. Glad to help you all out. I'll try to work on this to get both channels working next time, or maybe use something else. But I will see y'all in the next video. Later.